that angle more.
Well, a very
and if you're gonna walk, you need to like.
Already though, drawing
You can't walk into that angle.
Benji Fishy going down, big scalp to claim. A player who's been impressing me constantly since kickoff through Madrid to now. And again, the same can be said for the Heretics roster. When we talk bigger picture here, Mike, as well, this is interesting to see us coming back to Breeze as well, not taken away from the veto, left in rotation. Heretics happy to leave it out there, and obviously Vitality clutching onto that as an opportunity here. And we hadn't seen Heretics lean towards this for quite some time.
No, obviously previously Vitality, the 1-1 overall.
Okay,
and
chat, you know what? I'm gonna watch party the Bayern Arsenal game on Wednesday. Okay?
Heretics now gathering outside.
I'm gonna do it. Last time I said maybe, but we're gonna do it. And I'm gonna watch you lose.
He's holding onto the backside.
I'm gonna get to watch you lose.
Tube right now, safe. Under a lot of pressure though.
Yeah, but he's got. I thought he might have gone bailed out by Runner. He's been overwhelmed. Rien's a player I want to talk about further. Has been a shining star.
No, like it's gonna be like a. I'm gonna. You're just gonna see my face.
Turns his attention towards middle, and rightly so.
I forget what that's called.
A lot of questions around his performances of late, and already looking very good here, capitalizing well on Kix's utility, sent into motion, leaving just Rien's.
Watch along. That, yeah, that.
To try and draw some of the attention. Excellent trade there in the
base
end.
Party.
Vitality.
He's already come through there, taking his free time with that.
Very solid. Let's see a big game out of him now.
I will not stream the Champions League. I will stream
to make that toward
with my base cam only. Watching the game.
Again, the light armor.
And then you guys can see the game through my reflection in my eyes.
Been a bit of a superstar in the making, Rien's.
Yeah, it's just been so clean. Time and time again, we've seen examples of it. If anything, I'd say behind Miniboo. Oh, alongside Benji Fishy as well. Very exciting player that I guess, I don't want to say flew under the radar, but maybe isn't the headline of this roster.
It's wild, right? There's
but becoming
your forehead will reflect more.
Yeah, and for Vitality, waiting to see how they look now. They've stabilized. They've got the roster out that they want. See how they start kind of coming into form. Patient round here coming out from Heretics. Keep in mind they are still working with pretty much classics, a couple of sheriffs and that outlaw. Maybe try to play in Rien's. Pretty close towards the
this is pretty good.
So if you could get maybe a couple more bodies.
Ban him though, seriously.
Happy with that.
I mean, initially with the damage onto Runner as well, it's going to force a Vitality a little deeper. And he must have heard us. His ears are burning. Benji.
Wow.
Fine sender.
30
over on B side. Not necessarily open just yet. Safe still here.
Yeah, he's got a little gap. No, not anymore. And he might get overwhelmed. He's got to be really careful. Safe. Those mechanical monsters. You know, at least punish Rien's and the follow-up.
Wait, hang on. That was Benji in the front lines. It was actually off the tag, but...
Spike planted.
But this is what
still
scares
winnable.
Me, though, that Bulldog in the hands of Miniboo. If Boo and Padatek can play him in, that's got some potential. Looking like maybe there's that mid lurk coming out as well from Boo. Have to wait on the timing of that. 4 players to play this retake. Padatek's already taken away safe. Padatek's just trying to play towards the side, and this is the time for Boo to strike.
Oh my god.
And now the tension is
oh my
Punish
god, we've been
Padatek
ecoed.
And now just one, and not for long.
They saw it coming though. Anti-strat?
A little bit, but a play down tube here from Vitality. Trex may be in a position to catch at least info.
No. He didn't even jiggle there, he just ran.
Actually safe though with a massive chance here. Already done big damage, so that's great to take away those weapons. Those were Vandals now left on the ground, so you're happy enough with that, and that's going to be one.
Wait, someone's giving him the 1v1.
Yeah, Sender's in a bit of a nightmare because they need to overwhelm him. They need to secure one of the sides of the map. Sender!
Can you move your cursor?
Sender, what is that? What in God's name is happening? And Rien's has been noted. Support's on the way, and Safe has that Vandal he worked so hard for. Sender is doing the dance so well. He's buying so much time. Rien's is screwed, trying to bail himself out here. Can he keep this on track?
I have the
Safe. Oh, brilliance from Safe and Sender. Lovely work in unison, flipping this right back around.
I mean, obviously when Safe reveals himself, he knows obviously then there's an opportunity to upgrade the weapon. Heretics look to try.
Prospect of this game after these first opening rounds.
Oh my god,
you got found kicks right off the rip. Look at the pace.
3 round for Vitality.
Miniboo is absolutely
or sorry, for Heretics.
Gonna note Runner pretty quickly. Put a lot of attention towards it.
I'm back.
And he's committing. Oh, and it's gorgeous from Miniboo.
That's just immature.
Using that rifle so perfectly. They only had 2 to come in with, already up to 3 now. Safe trying to make up for the absolute nightmare that's gone down here, but none of them really in a position to find any of these players just yet. Oh, and there's gonna be that late mid pressure. The timing on this, and Rien's too.
I can't even believe they're going for this, but I guess because
And look at this
They can
patience
buy
from
next?
Rienz. Perfect.
No, they can't even
He's
buy.
seen it all. Doesn't need to overwhelm it here. Doesn't need to do too much. He's set up everyone with the information.
Why
But
aren't
it's
you
actually
saving?
Benji Fishy to fall. Maybe still a little life in them yet, but Miniboo says no. And Zender, the last one, standing with a stunning shot. But 2 to find and no time to do it. I think he knows this one's wraps. Heretics right back.
Ham's gonna spot
Dink some
them.
heads
Did they
potentially,
react
I
to
don't
A
know,
off of
but
it?
That's gonna have to put in a lot of work now.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna full hit
Patience
A into
being shown.
Cypher
I love
trips.
this pace change.
Oh, yikes.
Just copped a whole lot of damage.
Like Miniboo's time and time again been the same person to take, I guess, the brunt of the front line here. Force Heretics to reconsider their
Yeah,
approach
still
for a
watching
moment.
Breeze, sadly. Wow, Yoru and Astra staying middle.
China don't think would have spotted Rienz.
Cypher has Halls.
See
Viper
the
and
pings
Sova
coming through
with
here,
Cypher
make to
trips
invest the
A.
Viper wall.
This is
Yeah,
a pretty
alongside
good
the
setup
zone.
at A
So
for
Heretics
Vitality.
Continue to apply pressure towards A.
Surely no Thrifty. Oh
No
my
best deal with
god.
the dart here, so a ton of
Groceries.
information confirmed on the back of this.
Starting to congregate
Good molly.
towards this A site now. 35
Oh, no.
seconds, and again, information free
Oh, no.
following save.
The tripwire killed him.
Oh, Miniboo.
30 seconds.
Not
Wait.
really happy with that at all. And this is just, look at them, they're all stuck here. All of them are stuck in the
Oh
corner.
my
And
god.
Vitality just punishing them, Rienz. You're gonna have to do some heroics here. Flashed up in the corner, they want him dead and they're gonna get it. Vitality answering back again. None of these rounds are safe.
No, it's, I mean, clean in some parts, but it's.
I mean, that was a
scrappy
really good setup,
kick
to be
things off
fair.
on Breeze.
Well,
One
Astra has
hero.
A
The
main.
other side runner's got his and Trex.
Wait,
the divide.
Vitality's playing well.
And the early utility, the early hand has been shown towards the B site. 3-2 split looking like. And again, rotation's already in. But so is
Boo's
one of the
already, yeah,
players.
slipped in.
Yeah. How has Boo got it? And the pacing of this. Hunter's Fury's there. Miniboo's starting to fire off as well. But look at the punishment. Boo and Benji Fishy both fall. Safe
they don't know
with
this
some more
guy's
information on the
inside.
jump spot.
Oh
He's
my
gonna
god.
find a little more than he wanted.
Dude.
And that's messy from Trex.
struggling.
It's not what you need. And Safe is trying to bail him out here, trying to keep him
What's
alive.
happening?
But
Why is he
Miniboo
shooting
having
like
none of
that?
it.
Last player
None of these can be
standing.
recovered yet, though. None of those rifles could fall into Mini's
Why is he not
hands.
just committing to the fight,
He's got his
though?
ult. Does he make a play on this? A 1v3 is a lot to ask from here. He's
Get
having a
out,
go.
though. Yeah.
48 seconds and a bit of a dream.
He said though, no weapon to recover this time, at least looking healthy. He's not taking any chip damage on the way in. Does have his ultimate as well, but tricky to really get.
Is there a world where he wins, chat?
from that in a 1v3
Yeah.
post-plant situation?
And they're aware of it. They're going to know that's on the cards.
They
He's-
need to stack up here, really, because he's still got a flash to work with.
Yeah.
If he can isolate somebody and get
Oh
an
my god, if
upgrade,
he flashes
it's
them?
definitely doable.
Michael,
Oh,
we're just going to wait.
please
we're just
check.
Gonna, we're just going to wait. We're just going to wait. We're going to wait. We're going to wait.
Thank you.
It's all good. They checked.
You,
All good.
Golf
I like
clap.
the way we clapped.
Golf
Where it
clap.
was like, yep.
Yeah.
By the KO
It's on
knife.
2 feet almost.
Yeah. Initial Hunter's Fury.
Okay. Well, this is an A split. They're behind you,
It's
Astra.
going to find too much. No, but it does allow for some safe passage to apply this pressure. Trex now needs to pretty
Well, they
much
have
commit
A main,
towards
which is
A main,
huge.
feeling like
What a
they've lost
fake.
the rest of the map, and you're right.
Now they're
They've
pivoting
pivoted.
to B.
But look who's still there, though. Safe. Out of all the players, he's the one I probably wouldn't
Oh
want to meet,
my
and that's
God, what a
why.
kill.
The guy's
Spike
dangerous.
as well.
That's a big find
Okay.
for him. Massive trade for Benji Fishy. But it's to the cross, still not safe as well. Kicks! Desperate for that to connect. Doesn't get it, so this should be the plant now
NT.
coming in.
Pretty good damage, though.
Runner though, going to try and find some information on the back side of
Spike
this.
planted.
I think Miniboo as well, clearing with his ultimate all the way into spawn, so Heretics now know what space they've got to work with.
Well, Trex has
They do
main,
have the numbers advantage here as well.
so they know they're in sight, stuck.
Gonna need to find someone soon. Waiting on the timing of the flank potentially, but Miniboo probably won't pull that trigger too soon. It does actually, gives a chance now.
Oh, they didn't know
Runner,
where Yoru was, never mind.
first step to work forward. You can see we're both waiting.
Enemy
Oh,
Okay,
he's got
okay,
another.
okay, bro.
A freebie on Rienz, and now it's on Boo. A 1v2, and he's been
player
noted.
standing.
He's got the best of Runner. But Trex, he's not stopping on this. He's finally pulled away.
Time, bro. Run.
Spray comes in. Boo's got to be real careful down to just that classic here. But time is on his side.
He's actually going for it?
And I don't know how close this is
think
going to
he's
be.
got
I don't think he does. Very well done by Boo in the end there, keeping cool
I
under
know you have
pressure.
to.
approach, but already the outdrawn coming through. Sender's got to be careful. They might challenge this quite early.
Oh,
yeah, he's in
no.
danger. He's lucky to be still alive at this point, but they can clear.
Big kill from Boo,
Runner on
though.
the other side of the map has somewhat bailed them out in unison, right?
And they didn't take B yet.
That indicates there may have been something else happening, but still, they look like they're just going to commit this way. Spike's on the way over. Pressure
What is
from
happening,
Safe, who's just
dude?
thriving, but this is just madness. Brawling out on the side, and Sender somehow still alive.
25 HP.
I don't know how he's lived this long.
No stray bullet catching inside the smoke here. Able to get Patstick back on his feet though.
They picked him up,
Sender still looking to do some damage.
and nobody killed him?
Benji Fishy caught him that time. And now it's Trex
Spike down.
trying to
B.
catch him before they can get that plant. Already going to take away Benji Fishy, re-ends on the trade. And again, this is all ahead of the plant here. They didn't fully stabilize. Maybe Vitality trying one of those Vitality, Sheriffs, Outlaws.
Hey, both teams are
Ends.
playing fine, though, to be fair.
Maybe hoping Safe can catch someone
Okay.
with that.
I like this late aiming control. That's Astra
So the
Smoke.
Heretics normally quite solid in these scenarios once they stabilize, but this game has been topsy-turvy, really, when it comes to it.
I mean, one area that Vitality have consistently found
Now Euro and
value,
Silva
I
go
guess,
back
is
to mid. We
slipping out
love
of
that.
A or coming down tube and finding a kill or two. So there's going to be any adjustment here from Heretics. I guess a few more bodies stacked up this time around, but
Whose map pick is this? Vitality.
maybe not feeling like it's too much of a threat just yet. Getting a little bit of peace and quiet to kick off around this time. 45 seconds left on the clock. Now got their sights set towards B. Sender, who tested once again.
Oh, look at
He's got
this,
to jump
look at
straight into the
this.
fragments.
Oh, you can see the pressure. You can see how well crafted this site take is, just from Sender's perspective. Really hard to find any sort of safety. Now, the support system's here on the extremities, right? You've got runner towards middle. Sender's finally been pried out of the position at the back of the site, so they could go for this plant, but we know that Vitality like that midway pressure almost, right? For now, plant going to be coming in. They can't quite close the gap. Vitality having to sit back a little bit deeper here. Waiting for that wall. Still very much in place.
Safe still looking for some damage, I guess, with the scope in hand. And actually, the pit invested
Oh,
does spread onto the spike, I believe. Yeah, we'll come all the way past bricks.
God. Utility
Sender on
layering
autopilot?
is
I don't
just
know
a
what.
nightmare
I don't know
for
what made him go
Vitality.
all the way
hard
through the
to
molly
find the
there.
right timing to go. They've been caught again. It's not getting that springboard towards the side, and look at how Heretics are playing in this pit.
I think
They're
he
playing
has
so
to start
difficult.
here.
I mean,
I think
back
Sender
away.
has to start here, and there has to be a can be for
Spamming
him,
out here. They're getting
so he can break the
nothing for
dart.
this. Heretics just going to drift away. They don't need to overstay their
Always.
welcome. And Vitality going to opt to give it up to the spike.
That
It
dart
seems
shouldn't
that
get
actually
any
the drop of the pit
value.
will reveal at least one. And Vitality going to have to suffer
Confirmed.
it. Does he get to go back on this one, though? Looking for that spam.
Wow, he got the bomb
Not gonna get it.
down
Plants in.
cleanly.
Post plan. I mean, they've got all of Boo's utility still to play with, 2 shock darts, lots to work around, and the nade from Padatek if they need it. Benji Fishy will give up his life for this if he has to. Not ideal, but it's fine. Again, he's done his job here, got that plant down. First layer to this, to slow down any sort of diffuse, is that fragment, right?
Oh, hang on.
That doesn't feel as safe as I thought it might be, but here we go, Mini Boo. Look at the angle he's working with for these plants. They actually clear him in the end.
Yeah.
And the timing is
I don't think
right.
those
I
post plants are good at
Vitality
all.
Absolutely
They're
shocked him
so,
next.
like,
Heretics
hit or
have already
miss.
had it on wrap.
Yeah, a little bizarre that Vitality...
Has been
Oh
walking
my
in.
god.
And a 1-for-1 trade. Safe still standing, goes back for a second, outdone. Had to turn the flash. Either way, he was probably dead at that point, but first time Heretics have worked that out, but they haven't cracked the site just yet. Kicks and Trek still going to be watching this one. The plant's made it over, so that should be going down into a 3v3 post plant.
Spike planted.
Sender actually picking up Mini Boo's position here. Probably going to isolate, or at least confirm Benji's whereabouts.
Oh,
yeah.
yikes.
That's a good angle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks for that one. That's a bit of an issue now. Mini Boo and Boo. What can they achieve? Gonna reveal the position on the site. Pop, flash, and a swing. No presence noted close. Big three, a nice little crossfire
shot,
here.
bro.
Actually, Mini Boo gonna get a little bit aggressive in this. Pop the ult as well. Gotta be cautious though. Be a little bit careful. He can keep track of them, but he needs to bank on Boo to do some serious work. Another tap on the spike. You're gonna come out of this one. Sender. Last one.
Well played.
Beautiful work between the two of them there. Fabulous stuff.
Well
I
fucking
mean, Mini
played,
Boo's
brother.
Gao gel free
Last
card.
round.
Responds. I think he's already calling over safe. And now Heretics have the round where they've worked out that there was that mid pressure coming out, that mid information flowing through the Vitality side. But Trek's actually with a little bit of adjustment here. I quite like this, but
Arsenal said a chance in Munich. Yes, they do. Okay, well at least Viper's playing retake, so he can't die.
One of the trips on the way
Safe's
in.
pushing elbow, but not really. But he is.
Heretics just looking to plant that seed of doubt once again. Now, talked about finding value here previously. Trekk's looking to apply
I
further
do like
pressure.
this aggression. I don't necessarily agree with Cypher doing
Just
it, but I
Heretics
don't
end.
mind it.
Yeah, and Boo seemingly aware. I think previously he was one that was isolated.
Yeah, drew the shot earlier.
Now confirmed. Trex will find it, but I guess maybe a little bit of a red herring. I mean, it's a Viper.
Back
Maybe
to
if he
B.
saw Mini Boo, I don't know if maybe he saw on the mini-map a ping
Well,
come
somehow
through
they
their
have this
vision,
B
but
read.
I mean, it's the Viper, so maybe reading that it's the lurk, but you're
30
absolutely
seconds
right.
left.
Vitality seemingly still
Hears
aware
them
of the
now, is
possibility
obvious.
it's a fake.
And Safe seems to be the one reading this really well.
Why,
They
though?
couldn't
Why
convert
go
the
through
kill.
before any
Benji
contact?
Fishy lingering around long enough to catch Safe. Now, do they get the success on the site? They're not going to have as much of an easy time as they imagine. 15 seconds. They've got to stick the landing. Sender's right here. He knows they are just behind that wall. The flash was not good enough at all.
Oh, they won
and it's
anyway.
a massacre. Beautiful.
Trip B pushes mid. Yoru B alone. TP's away after getting a kill.
First bit of contact shown towards A.
Like, what is this random A
Playing
read?
pretty deep on this, so maybe just waiting to see how Vitality wish to
Oh my god,
approach.
they dodged a knife.
They
But
give
they're
too much
staying
away.
A. Oh, it's
Of the
false
overall
info,
game.
but it doesn't matter.
And the pistol. Late investment of the wall. Drone to follow through.
This Astra has to make a play. And this
No
Cypher, while
progress
these
made
guys
yet.
make
No
noise.
confirmation on the side of Heretics, but Vitality don't necessarily achieve anything on the back of the drone.
But I'm looking at this mid progress between kind of Trex, and I guess you could.
Okay, well,
argue Safe
Astra's
as well,
found
and
out.
see what they can
Cypher
get out of
hears
this.
him.
Runner's fallen, though.
I need it on
They're starting to lose
straight
out on the players on the site itself, and that could be the issue. As much as this pinch could have been really nice, makes it very uncomfortable.
You have to go
They
through
need
this.
get,
You do have to go
something
through
in their
this.
favor, a kill.
Good play, good
That's
play,
it.
good
That'll
play.
do. That'll open up a chance or two. Still a player on the side that they haven't yet cleared. That's going to be Boo.
Wow.
And Swept. Sender, well done.
Him
on
opening
that
the Halls
front.
door there
Again,
made
this
the
pinch
biggest
looking
difference.
Really well crafted.
30 seconds left.
Get the plant
Spike
down.
planted.
Can. And now into a 3v3. Rien's kind of locks him on the site.
Big kills.
And his aim is just so clean, but a great trade for Sender, who's having around it. Benji Fishy looking dead to rights at that point. But
Last
still on the
player
site. Sender
standing.
tries to make a swing. Mini Boot.
I just don't
That sort
agree.
of thing in the first half. He's not going to fall for it
I
again.
just
but it's
don't
on
agree.
Trex now.
Chad, I just don't
Already cut
agree.
sight lines. Well, actually, no, still got a cage, sorry.
Okay. And the double swing. Trex.
Okay, well.
They stack up.
Support for Mini Boot.
Wow, the first 30 seconds of this map are
Looking
fucking
for
resident
some proactive
sleeper.
approach. We do have the standard sort of affair
Every
here.
time.
What does Mini do? Mini Boo do in middle? Not much so far. Not really being receiving much. And Vitality looking to just stabilize, take their time. They don't want to fall foul to any sort of funny business here. And the only real threat is Patatech at this point. I mean, maybe with a bit of work from Boo, but
Well, I mean, yeah,
the
Boo
outro.
does have util. He's got snake bites to slow this down.
Mini
Trex
Boo's-
has already found Mini Boo, yeah.
Yeah, Patatech. We're gonna get away with here. Not a
Good
great
hold.
deal
They
yet.
didn't like run out.
They've slowed the roll a little. They're trying to
Pulled a
play him
ping.
in.
Yeah, it's gonna,
GG.
yeah, couldn't get the dart quick enough.
He still
Oh
gets one.
my
I don't know
god,
how.
him getting a kill
Trade is there.
is
30
finable.
seconds now. Boo, Rien's, and Benji Fishy,
30
but
seconds
he's still got
left.
those rifles standing. And Sender's already taken away Rien's HP. A little lower for Sender there for a second, but back into place. Benji Fishy's found, and Boo
'Kay.
looking like a formality here.
Well handled, well handled.
Very,
Good job.
very robust approach from
Actually.
Yo, wait, the
So
KO
now-
thing didn't get much value. This guy's just in. Oh no.
He's in a bit of a predicament here, actually. Yeah, he's got to be really careful. The amount of pressure on this man.
Stayed
He's actually not in
alive?
danger, which is incredibly surprising, but position still going to be noted. Camera finally dealt with, but the Viper's pit in place. Four
Oh my god.
players.
4v4.
Heretics are on this site, but the fight, it kicks off. Rien's and Patatech the ones to connect so far. Flash doesn't get
Spike
turned.
down,
Benji
B.
Fishy the one to capitalize on Mini Boo's utility. And Safe's life
I
just
mean-
feels so far away now.
Yeah, almost lost in this lurk.
I mean,
A 1v5. Patatech, the only one softened up, but Rien's,
I think the bigger thing for me with Rien's is that it looked good on land.
unless.
right?
yeah.
Oh, see you later.
Yeah, this is going to be tricky, but let's see if they can make anything of it. We'll get back to topic if they do, but looking at the damage so far on Vitality, it's going to be tricky. Soph does remove Rien's, but yeah. I think it was the impact on land that really had me on his side. Young player looking good on it. Actually, hold on. Runner going to find Boo, and that's
Surely
a rifle.
not.
Not easy to recover, but it's within touching distance. Flash goes in, Plant goes down, and they've got kicks on the ult as well. Miniboo gonna put his life on the line for this. 5 HP, that's all he's got, but he's gonna try and get everything he can for them. 2 players on the side. Panatek clears Sender. Yeah,
wow.
back on track. Clean. Clean.
Just look at Miniboo's ults time and time again. It's
Heretic just
never an
wins.
overheat situation with that Euro ult. He's happy to sit there, wait to see where... Hey, I'm happy, to be honest, with where Heretic sat from last year.
Fuck?
Where did Rienz just get that on safe? Was that just down tube?
Down tube, yeah.
Fair enough. I guess it's the first time we've seen the operator being toyed with, right? We, again, haven't really seen that lent on by Heretics yet, but a nice adjustment. Maybe just going to bring it out here as a deterrent going forward, just going to pose the prospect of it.
Well, something to actually indicate some sort of, you know, tempering of the aggression, things slowing down a little bit. So I guess creating different obstacles.
We just have no control whatsoever.
What's the ult for Runner, though?
Why are we expecting these guys to push in a 5v4?
It should be the green light for him.
Is this... Ooh, yeah, a little bit.
He gets too scared to go for it, I guess, at this point. Would have been nice.
It looked like there with kicks as well, positioned over towards the beach there. Maybe he's trying to set up the Hunter's Fury on the back of that ultimate, but I mean, it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
The thing it has done is drawn out the pit here.
Okay, we're gonna ult after breaking dart
just yet, but Heretics should be in the know about this B site here.
30
But
seconds
do they know about the man at the back of the side? They don't yet. Miniboo's already here. This man is omnipresent. Hard to get around him. Benji Fishy's still standing as well. They're struggling until then. Trek's going to start removing some of the players on the site itself.
15 seconds though.
That's really nice, but they are running
How are
all
they
the
getting
time.
these
You're right,
kills?
15. They need to get that plant down, and look who's watching. This gets trickier. The divide going to make things a little bit easier. Could have caught a pixel there. Luckily looked away. Hot flash through.
That guy shouldn't be taking out util, by the way. He should just be
Now
going
they
for
have to
the
work
up
in
kill.
unison.
Like,
Rienz, Boo, and Panatek.
they have to jump up.
Operator suddenly becoming a bit of an issue to try and make work at this range.
But hang on though, they're not going to have audio here.
And this becomes a horrible situation to try and play that deeper post plant. They're not going to have the same
He doesn't know
freedom.
this
They
guy's
can't
here,
fall
though.
away from the Sender and Kicks, maybe both looking towards that. You can still see the kit of utility with Kicks, but as Sender's find Rienz, and now it's down to Panatek and Boo, right? Can they get back on the site here? Sender trying to toy with the time, running that clock solo. Kicks has got his 1v1 and he wins it, but Panatek going for the defuse here as best he can. He's got it halfway. 11 HP. He's trying it. He's trying as much as he can. He's run out of time and Vitality clinging on to the round. Get focused up here. They've got a lot of ults to play with, and speaking of ults, you've already seen it come through. Trying to get that info out, forcing the TP away. And the counter on the other side, a tag on one.
The distance though, that's not going to reach.
No. A little bit of damage, but it's not
Unlucky,
enough
but they
to
got
really
bombed down
report
clean,
home
just as
about.
big.
Just the one hit on
And they have the
Astra
Astra suck for the post plant.
It has at least allowed the plant, I guess, so...
They have Viper mollies,
See where it ends up
Shock,
going down here.
and
Benji
Astra
Fishy,
suck.
that late mid presence.
He's conscious of where
And
Trex is playing
Viper
late on this
and
post
Cypher
plant.
are going middle.
Very late middle.
Oh yeah,
Two
Vitality
players
wins
coming
this
through
round.
middle. Very, very late for Benji Fishy on this.
Somebody's got to watch the backlines here. If Runner pops out of this.
Unless...
I don't know who's watching.
Oh yeah.
But Benji Fishy looked away for a second. Miniboo the one to answer back. Back and forth we go. The spray not there for Runner this time, but time sign the tick here. And once again, this back line hard to handle. Trex finally makes his presence noted. Down on 5 HP, safe, still on the money. And Vitality turn. Change up is, I mean, for now, it's just a big old stack towards 8. And Bulldog is in play for Boo. You're absolutely right. No judge here, no pit to play off.
Oh boy.
Is there any sort of proactive play? Runner decides to get out of dodge.
Vitality seemingly aware that Heretics might try and
They just straight up hit B now?
go for something like this out of timeout. It's a very, I mean, as soon as you see this orb, basically outside shop, it's like, yeah, they're trying
not.
something. It looks like it might just be Boo to move up and try and take
They're
that space
faking or
back.
hitting? They're actually hitting.
And it's actually Runner to find Miniboo. So
That's
already,
a fake, it's a fake.
impact off the back of this, not getting away with what they wanted. They look like they're considering doubling down on this. Going to invest the ult as well. Miniboo's corpse going to be giving all that info across.
Good call, good call.
And on the right, we know it already. It's going to be Boo waiting.
Big info here if that connects.
That should be pretty much all of them, but the swing together makes Panatek irrelevant, and it's just the red carpet rolled out towards the A site. Plants in place, and this is beautiful. Look at this mid-pressure as well from Kicks. Layers on layers. Vitality should be really stretching their legs now at this point. Boo, I don't think there's much to be done for him here. A 1v4 is a great deal to ask.
Of any player.
Yeah, and this should be 12. Vitality looking
I think PSG wins,
really
and I think
well-rounded.
Atletico will win.
with what happened earlier on. Boo even catching a tag here. Boo might just opt to hold on to the upgrade, nonetheless. The Bulldog he brought in, but Kicks might catch him here. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's run up.
And now,
So aggressive.
Poison's off.
one more round of Vitality. Probably caused, I don't want to say an upset necessarily, but maybe caught a couple people off guard here. Heretics walking through Fnatic, putting up good performances internationally.
This guy's on that Karen duty right now.
Maybe Breeze just isn't in that map pool as much as they thought it was. For now, Vitality putting on a show for us, starting to see some of those real tangibles we were looking for here. And again, testing the waters in A and just didn't like what they found.
TP already sent across from Miniboo though, so
Really, they
as
left.
soon as there's any sort of indicator towards B, I'm not sure Trex has been spotted yet, but where the spy cam is and where
That's
Benji's
just boring.
positioned,
It's so slow.
not going to know of any presence here.
B exec, KO's gonna knife.
Already preemptive. The
Yeah.
spy cam will
Oh,
at
he's
least catch the
volleying.
audio cue.
Knife.
Okay, 30 seconds.
Now it gets a little
30 seconds left.
problematic.
Yeah, they've got to break through this. The reveal, I mean, again, I want to see on the side here because they're going to depend on a little bit of utility to try and keep them in some sort of safety.
Wow, good-
but
good
finally
lurk,
we see
though.
Safe Slug really
Could've had
paying
two
off there.
easily.
At least getting one. Taking away Miniboo is big.
Problem is
Spike
they have to
down
watch
just yet.
flank now.
Yeah, you're right, 13 seconds. I thought they just had that down, but it's not the case.
Spike
Can't spam
planted.
this one yet either. Benji Fishy creeping close towards that pit. They got to try and sweep this somehow.
Luckily for them, there's no flank.
Hoping that some of that utility
Oh,
lands.
they're
and it
leaving.
does. Pit's gonna fall back. What do they have to depend on? One shock dart, I think, is all that's really there. And actually, no, tell a lie, not even in place at this point. Buying a little bit of time, but time is of the essence. And Heretics need to get a move on here. Boo's gonna clear out Sender, but it's Runner to answer back. Down and looking at just Kicks. Kicks and Runner. How much time? It is not towards halfway. Rien's gonna take away Runner, but it's all on Kicks in a 1v1. Boo desperately wants it to half, and he's gonna get it halfway. But that's all he's gonna get here. Surely 2
Wow.
bullets is all he needed.
Attackers
Kicks to
win.
confirm.
He couldn't half 'cause he
And
got sucked.
Vitality picking